Volunteers, and this crowd knows that when the Vols run through the tee, they are in for a show. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Vols will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Going for the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking for a productive play on first down. The lone back's got it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Crimson Tide dominated the last time they saw the Vols blowing out Tennessee.
Man, Reese, it was roll tide roll as soon as they got off the bus. David, they were bigger, they were stronger and faster, and showed up on the scoreboard.
Oh, and Tennessee hasn't forgotten about it. You've had a year to stew on it and do something about it because you had a lot of mistakes a year ago.
Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, David.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Quick strike complete. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
There's 11 guys on offense there locked in and playing together. That was a critical 4th down in their opponent's territory. Everybody did an outstanding job of executing, and now they get to stay on the field.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Keeps the legs moving. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Here comes the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Quarterback strolling away from heat. It's complete on the right side. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the second quarter. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. That is no good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
It's the run down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Second down coming up. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Working that left side now.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit.
And after the incompletion, he just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Fires into traffic, picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Second down coming up. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Lights off a defender. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
Girls.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. This time he's got it.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. This is a design run. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got room on the return. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
He's got it. At the 45 on his way. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got his man. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Fires into the end zone. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the 2nd half.
Love y'all.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes, in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's White. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Grab near the marker. It's White. Tackled after picking up the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else.
And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. Looking to throw it again. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go.
Going for the big play. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. You might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Henderson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 7, Tennessee 3.
First down to start the drive after the break. Going to the ground. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Buying some time. Gets rid of it. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Out of the gun, the inside give.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the pass.
Quarterback will keep it. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. First down for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Looking for space. It's Selden. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Offense facing 4th down.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. They want to run this quarterback.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole. Pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe. They can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Timeout, Tennessee.
And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
Touchdown, Tennessee! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take...
Did it ever charge? Oh, okay.